team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We just step on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just step on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Kickoff for Chicago.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 for 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Back to throw, Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
44-yard line.
20. 58 to Mike. Come off the ball. Come on.
They keep it with Henry on first down.
It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Stop, do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the slant.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a now, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Flush to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Smith in on the tackle.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Waiting! All day, just like that. Just like that. Mark 56! Mark 56! Watch the screen!
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Here we go!
Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, you tight end! Let's go, you tight end!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Titans 6, Bears nothing.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, the connection made. It's Graham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Chicago.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Bears 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Chicago.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's complete to Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Complete to
Darnell Mooney. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Bears 14, Titans 13. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And goal at the 6.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bears 28, Titans 13. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoyed.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st down.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Daquan Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Again, it's Cohen. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Trubisky. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
2-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go for the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that is incomplete here.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
They try again with Cohen. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Tariq Cohen, the ball.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. And Robinson with a big catch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Third quarter.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. 90. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Titans.
So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Bears 34, Titans 25.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Just take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Come on here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
They begin with Henry. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 27.
Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
26-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. He's got Smith here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, here's Henry. Shreds the tackle. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Tannehill now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Tannehill. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
19 yards. First down, Chicago.
Now Trubisky on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 20.